The time is 9:02 on this. First of all, on October 26, 2017. It is time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Thursday morning, October 26, 2017. Good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, October 26, 2017. It's 9:03 a.m. and our top story in the Peter Channel morning news is Crown Prince announces Saudi making City listen discussing Qatar with the Yemen war. Republicans seize on dossier revelations that counter Russia probes. The Ethiopian civil war is bigger than Trump. A new study shows deep fissures on policy. Trump administration has declared opioid crisis a public health emergency. More than 50 years of theories, JFK file release imminent. Pentagon top general to address cyber espionage, ballistic missile defense in South Korea. Police clash with opposition supporters at a Kenyan election. Catalan leader's TV address cancelled. At least 47 killed in Indonesia fireworks factory explosion. Iraqi forces clash with Kurdish troops near strategic border with Syria. Siding with Trump, judge clears way for a trial over health subsidies. 10-year-old girl is detained by ICE officers after emergency surgery. How Facebook, Google, and Twitter embeds helped Trump in 2016, while storms rode Trump's rating, according to a Fox News poll. Canada's immigrant population has risen to 21.9%, the highest number in more than 80 years, according to Canada's census numbers. India will make its second mission to the moon in 2018, the Indian Space Research Organization announced this week. President Trump is back to the Dolphins. Released Thursday thousands of documents related to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Okay, looking at some local news for the Edinburgh Sun. Edinburgh mayoral candidates face off in the debate. In hindsight, how a simple wire to leak became a 4-day outage in North Edinburgh. Police say drunken driver suspect was Edinburgh intruder. Mansfield schools movement up prevention response to hate speech. Suspected Mansfield gun mishap held on jail bail revocation. Playville, Boston tropical tree was sold last summer for development, but its former owners have voted for one last time for pumpkin and Christmas tree sales. Twitter gets a surprise beat in Q3 on sales of $509 million and EPS of 10 cents. ECB to scale back but extend stimulus. Jobless claims that U.S. rose last week for a 4-decade low. New security screens back again for pasture on U.S. bound facts. Okay, look at it down. Down 112.30 points of 23,329.46. S&P 500 down 11.98 and 2557.15. And Nasdaq up 34.54 at 6563.89. New science suggests the ocean could rise more and faster than we thought. A nearby neutron star collision could cause calamity on Earth. New RNA editing could eradicate genetic diseases. Heroin high cholesterol levels among U.S. adults declined according to CDC report. 124 dead, nearly 12 infected with plague in Madagascar. Alright. Take a look at sports at 9:07 on this Thursday morning. The Boston Bruins will have a game against the San Jose Sharks tonight at 7 o'clock at the Garden. And the Boston Celtics have a game against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee game time 8 o'clock. And the Dalton Lancers volleyball team will have a game in Edinburgh against the Edinburgh Bombardiers game time 6 o'clock. And also won the wildest World Series game in recent memory with a 7-6 win over the LA Dodgers. Last night, a game number 2 with the World Series in Dodger Stadium. Lonzo Ball comes away with a win matchup with Wizards' John Wall. The Lions can start Brian Malik at left tackling at Steelers' end. LeBron Demblay set in Cavs game played Mark and lost the Nets. Peter Channel News Time. 9:08 on this Thursday morning, and it is time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA where the shuttle bus is placed in Green Line Deep Bridge service between Noonan Island and Riverside today from 9 p.m. to end of service due to track work. But otherwise, it's gonna be real. Subway ferries are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways of New England. Let's study off down in Connecticut, where 91 on the northbound side, it's still between Middletown down to Harvard, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side, so from Whistler to Harvard, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side, so between Bristol and Hartford, Connecticut. Route 7 to the southbound side, also for I-8 for Denver, Connecticut. American Parkway westbound side, so between Bridgeport down to Norwalk. 95 on the southbound side, so between Norwalk. 95 on the northbound side, so between Greenwich down to Stamford. 146 on the northbound side, so between the Massback and 290 out in Auburn. Out in Rhode Island, 95 on the northbound side, so between East Greenwich down to Crescent. 95 on the southbound side, so between Pawtucket and downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side, so between 50 and 95 on the downtown Providence. 99 on the northbound side, so between 146 and Lincoln and 122 in the Woonsocket. 195 on the westbound side, it's so between Seacock and downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, so between Pawtucket and Providence. 295 on the southbound side, so over the Johnson Stretch. 295 on the northbound side, it is so between Cranston all the way in Johnson. 95 on the northbound side, so between Route 1 and Sharon on Route 120 in Canton. 24 on the northbound side, so between Hershey Boulevard and Avon on Route 120 in Canton. 45 on the northbound side, so between Milford down on Westboro. 3 on the northbound side, so between 18 and Wayman on the Braintree Split. Massback eastbound side, so between Millbury all the way down to the Austin Brighton tolls. Southern Expressway at the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split all the way to downtown Boston. Southern Expressway southbound side, so between Boston and Dorchester. 93 and both ends back to downtown Boston. 120 to the northbound side, so between Denham and down to Waltham. 7 Expressway, Route 1 on the southbound side, so between Revere down and Chelsea. 7 Tunnel, Slow Calentals, looking good. Massback westbound side, so between Lawyer Airport down to South Boston. 93 to the southbound side, it's slow from Redden down to Boston. 120 on the northbound side, the Wills around Peabody Stretch. 120 to the southbound side, so between Redden and Tribute to Lexington. 485 to the southbound side, it's so between the Hudson Stretch. 485 on the northbound side, it is so between Route 2 and Lowton down to Westford. 3 to the southbound side, so between Chelmsford down to Bill Wicker. 485 on both ends back between Chelmsford Stretch. 485 on the southbound side, so Lark Stretch. 93 to the southbound side, it is so between Bethune all the way to North Andover and Hipperskin before Route 128 in Reading. 93 to the southbound side, so between Bedchester all the way to Salem, New Hampshire. And Vermont, North Germania, and always all looking good. Peter Chalodusab. 9/11 on this. First of all, it's time now for a weather report. And take a look at radar. It shows light rain showers going to much of eastern Massachusetts. We'll see some heavy band of rain showers west of Worcester County from Leominster down for Southbridge. And another line of heavy band of rain showers from Springfield, Massachusetts, all the way down to Enfield and down for Wyndham, Connecticut, and down for Kent County and the Northern Washington County and Border Island. And see some heavy band of rain showers from Justin all the way down around War. And raining around much of Vermont and much of New Hampshire, and raining from Wells all the way up through Portland and Augusta, Maine, and heavy band of rain showers from Bangor down up and around northeastern Maine, and patchy heavy band of rain showers from down East Maine all the way down to western portions of New Brunswick, and rain showers by the western portions of Nova Scotia, and patchy rain showers south of Elmsdale in Nova Scotia, and light rain showers east of Albany down to Poughkeepsie, New York. And it's a cloudy and a damp start to your morning. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, showers may before 2 p.m. High near 60 degrees and light from Wiggins, southward, westward, 5 to 7 miles an hour. The water just pitches 8%. New precipitation 10 inch possible for tonight and chance of showers may before 11 p.m. Clouds count during the early evening and gradual clear low at 41 degrees and west about 7 to 10 miles an hour, 23 miles an hour, precipitation 50%. New precipitation less than 10 inch possible for Friday. Sunny skies about 61 degrees and west about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Friday, patch back up to 3 a.m. west. Close skies about 37 degrees and calm wind for Saturday, patch back for 9 a.m. west. Sunday in the podcast about 6 7 about 52 degrees and calm wind became in southwest 6 miles or more. For Saturday, podcast got about 53 degrees and for Sunday, chance showers at 11 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies have about 6 low about 50 degrees and precipitation is 55% for Monday, chance showers before 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy podcast by 50 down to about 39 degrees and precipitation 50%. Tuesday, Sunday, most clear skies about 58 to about 37 degrees, and for Wednesday, most skies about 57 degrees. And currently in Taunton, it's overcast, and it's 60 degrees, and Naughton, it's Light rain and overcast. It is 59, the humidity of 98%, and that's coming in for the Peter Chill Morning News on this October 26, 2017, on a Thursday. Peter J. with you. Good morning, goodbye, day. You have a good day.